In this video, we go birding in extremely rainy weather. Hawken from Hawk on the Lens visits me and we see some incredible birds along the way, including the rarest bird I've ever found in my home county. Come with me on this journey and let's see what birds we can find.
Yeah, and it was a very vlog heavy, hardly any birds, but it's still
What's up everybody, welcome back to another video today. Today I'm joined with, here's Hawken from Hawk on the Lens. Super happy to have him, and unfortunately we have some really nasty weather up here in Cache County. Hawken joined me up here in my hometown. Well, not my hometown, but where I'm living right now, and we are looking for, again, sharp-tailed grouse. This morning we did see the short-eared owl that we saw last week, but it was too dark to be able to get footage, so I'm hoping it sticks around. Like I mentioned, it's pouring rain. Today's certainly going to be interesting. I hope that we're able to get some birds on camera. We did see the sharp-tailed grouse fly over the car as we approached, so I'm a little bit worried that maybe they chose a different spot to lek this morning. But let me keep you updated, and hopefully this rain slows down. We got about 20 minutes before sunrise. Let's see what birds we can find. All right, so we did have a really cool encounter despite not seeing the grouse so far. A short-eared owl, the same one that we saw obviously last week, but this time I got much better shots of it. It's really, really beautiful outside. There's obviously the rain coming down, which makes things really difficult for us birding, but it also provides some unique views to see this elegant looking creature fly through the air. So short-eared owl, always a joy to see those. It took me 3 years to find one in Cache County, and now I've seen short-eared owls on back-to-back weekends here. It's really funny how that works sometimes in birding. Not sure how much longer we're gonna stay here. The grouse did not gather to lek. I did tell Hawken that there's some US Fish and Wildlife Service data that shows that grouse do not tend to lek at high rates when it's raining. They're more focused on thermal regulation and keeping themselves warm rather than courtship, which totally makes sense because they lek every single day, and yesterday was great weather. They're probably just taking the day off. So we did see a few of them fly over, like I mentioned before, but not great views. Hopefully we can find some as we drive down this road to lower areas and maybe just see one sitting there, but it's not likely we're gonna run into them if they're not out here lekking. So I have a few plans in place. It's supposed to rain all day long. So let's see what birds we can find today. A short-eared owl is obviously an amazing start.
Whoa, what is that? Is that a heron?
It's still raining up here in Cache County. Again, it's really good that we're getting the rain. Utah's in a terrible drought and it's actually really, really bad. But we're now on Amalga Barrens Road. It's just a farm road and these fields flood during the raining season. So because there's rain here, I'm hoping there's gonna be some shorbs and stuff that we could possibly find out here. What we did get on our way into Amalga Barrens though was my best views probably ever of a Swainson's hawk. Just absolutely incredible to see my favorite hawk species at such a short level. Really awesome views of that bird. It did eventually, take a poop and then fly off. If you're into photography and stuff and you want to know how to capture birds, if the bird poops, it's about to fly. That's just kind of how birds, like what they do. So we're going to continue down this road here and see what other birds we can find. But yeah, the rain's still coming down, so this might be a car birding day.
Continuing down the dirt road, a savanna sparrow perched itself on a meager-looking bush. These little birds are easily identified by the yellow lores near their eyes. In the water swam several cinnamon teals. If you ever come across female teals, they're pretty difficult to differentiate. Just note that the cinnamon teal has a very large spatula-looking bill. Hopping around on the ground were several American pipits. These birds are extremely underrated and really fun to observe. Hobbling away from our vehicle were these two gadwall. A large dabbling duck, gadwall often go unnoticed by casual observers because people just assume that they are female mallards. A major highlight of our path down the muddy road was seeing this red-tailed hawk. These birds are massive and one of the most widespread hawks in the world. I got a whole video of them on the Learn channel, so make sure you go check that out after this one. Next up was one of the most beautiful contrasted birds on Earth, the yellow-headed blackbird. These are definitely fan favorites for so many people. What we saw next was pretty funny. On each wheel of the field sprinklers was a hawk. First, the Swainson's hawk, and then another Swainson's hawk, looking a little bit different than the first one. And then a young juvenile red-tailed hawk, which was also different than our first one, each enjoying the nice little shower in the rain.
Is that just a juvenile Swainson's? With like the mottled pattern like?
Just finished up here at Amalga Barrens. We've seen some cool birds, but none of the shore birds that we were looking for really. We just got American Avocet though, so that was a good bird to see. And it's still raining. It's gonna be raining all day. Hopefully we find, I don't know, a couple other species along the way. We did get really good views of a red-tailed hawk. That was kind of like the highlight of the end of Amalga Barrens Road here. But we still got a little ways to go, and then we're gonna go probably to Cafe Ibis. They make some bird-friendly coffee, and it's a really, I don't know, they have a bird in their name too, so that'll be fun. Maybe wait out the rain a little bit, and then...
Did you see Ibis too?
We did just see Ibis fly over, yes, that is true. So yeah, let's see what birds we can find today and see if this rain ever lets up.
Okay, so pretty crazy stuff just happened. We just went to the polishing ponds here in Logan, Utah, of course, and we found something pretty incredible. So I'm going to narrate this. I couldn't take the camera out to vlog because it's raining and pouring and the old man is snoring, but let me show you what we found. The first birds we noticed were these Franklin's gulls, a spring-summer bird here in Utah. If you look closely, they still have the slightly pink hue due to their diet. In the distance, right in the center of the screen, was a lesser yellowlegs and a long-billed dowitcher. Lesser yellowlegs arrive here in abundance during their migration, but long-billed dowitchers are pretty hard to find for Cache County. I got a video of it too.
Oh, nice.
Oh my goodness, what is that? Sanderling would be a lifer, I think.
Nice.
Before I go on IDing our mystery shorebird, these three little guys are semi-palmated plovers. This is a new bird for Cache County, bringing us one step closer to our goal of 250 birds. So what is this other mystery bird accompanying them? That, my friends, is an extremely rare bird for Cache County known as a sanderling. Typically, these sanderling only visit the state's larger lakes, which are down south from us. This was an extremely exciting find and another new bird for the county. In fact, this bird is so rare that there's only 3 instances of it showing up on eBird in the county ever. We got the word out to other birders, and many were able to see this fantastic bird that day, which made us feel really good. I got more close views of Franklin's gulls picking through the mud for their food, and a bit closer views of the long-billed dowitcher. You can make out its extremely long bill as it preens itself. Another new shorebird on the water was this Wilson's phalarope. These birds are also kind of hard to find for the county, so we were absolutely ecstatic to see it. I did eventually get much closer views of the semi-palmated plovers. These birds are just so adorable. Finally, a snowy egret peeking its head out from behind some of the shrubs showed itself. Another great find for the county. Isn't that incredible? We found a sanderling.
Would you say we found that, or did Daxton?
I would say we found it. No, we actually ran into Daxton. You didn't get to see Daxton. Daxton's on his way home, but Daxton kind of pointed it out to us to begin with. But collectively, Hawken and I did play a part in figuring out what it was. So yeah, sanderling. That's a really rare bird for Cache County. In fact, they're rare outside of the Salt Lake area, just like Salt Lake in general. So very rare. I texted the regional reviewer. He says there's only a couple of records of sanderling in Cache County total. So that is a banger bird. I can't believe it. That's a new bird on Cache County list. Maybe a new lifer? I'm not sure if it's a lifer or not, but if it is, you'll see the counter go up as well. Absolutely incredible. What a day so far. Even in the rain, we're having a great time. We're gonna head to Cafe Ibis, which is a coffee shop that has bird-friendly coffee, and their logo is an ibis. And we saw some white-faced ibis fly over today. Just makes sense. Hawken's a big fan, and even That's the coffee you use, right?
Yeah, I gotta refill our espresso setup, so we gotta pick up some coffee.
Yep. All right, so we got to go to Cafe Ibis. Maybe I'll film in there. I don't know. We'll see if I feel a little bit edgy or not. But that's amazing. Sanderling on the list.
I didn't know it was 2 Fs. All right, so we just picked up our drinks over at Cafe Ibis. I got myself a iced something. I'm not a coffee guy. I'm not a drink guy. So Hawken is though. Hawken picked up some of their...
A mocha.
Yeah, mocha.
I don't remember what beans they were grinding for all their drinks, but it was probably all the same. But yeah, it's very good.
Very good. Also picked some up for home as well, a whole bunch of different flavors. Go check out Hawken's channel if you're a coffee connoisseur. We're gonna head to our next spot, and it's just down the road here. So Logan River Wetlands, still raining, and let's see what we can find. But Sanderling today, that's an incredible find. I am stoked to see that bird. Also, I didn't know this, but semi-palmated sandpiper is a new bird for Cache County. So we've jumped up 2 more slots.
Semi-palmated plover?
Semi-palmated plover, not sandpiper. Thanks, Hawken.
Yeah.
Also, I forgot to mention this earlier in the video, but I got my Cache County white-throated swift as well. I just went on a hike with the family this week. I've been doing a lot more slow, casual birding during the weekdays. We try to go on a walk when it's good weather every single day, every single morning, now that I'm out of school. And so yeah, was able to get white-throated swift for the first time in Cache County. So I think we're all the way up to 213 species for the county. That is a big jump up. We're on our way, one step closer to that 250 mark. Let's see what other birds we can find today. Okay, so we just pulled up to the Logan River Wetlands over here. One of my favorite hotspots in Cache County, just because it's a nice little water spot. It's obviously still raining. It's a little bit of light rain though, but I don't want to bring this camera out into the rain, and I don't want it to get ruined. I don't know how sturdy it is in the rain. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave you guys in the car, and then we're gonna voice over ourselves out. I'll take the camera out, film as many birds as possible. So let's see what we can find here at the Logan River Wetlands.
Scanning the wetlands, we saw a female redhead cutting slowly across the water. More amazing views of the yellow-headed blackbird. They don't really get along with red-winged blackbirds and will often divide the marsh between them accordingly. What was really cool to witness were these ruddy ducks doing their bubble display. They smack their bills rapidly against the water, making bubbles to try and attract a potential mate. You can also see the violet-green swallows swarming around them. Ah, there's the male redhead. Such a stunning bird with its bright orange eye, blue bill, and cinnamon-colored head.
All right, so we finished up here at Sue's Pond. Those were some pretty cool birds that we saw. Nothing incredibly interesting, but just good to get out and see a variety of different species. A whole bunch of swallows. I don't think I got any of those on camera though, but they are there. We're gonna head to one more spot, First Dam. It's my patch, it's close to home, and maybe eat a sandwich and just have a little relaxing spot. So if I see anything interesting, then you'll see it coming up. If not, incredible day of birding. Finding a sanderling in Cache County, a super rare bird, plus 2 other semi-palmated plover, which I also need for the county. Just a really awesome day. And we got those amazing views of the short-eared owl despite the rain. So wasn't a total waste of a day.
No, it was great.
You have Hawken coming out and visiting. That was great. Now, make sure you subscribe, because in 2 weeks, or in a week actually, I'll be in southeastern Arizona. Those videos are going to be coming out in a couple weeks, and there's going to be a ton of lifers, new birds to the channel, a whole bunch of stuff that we've never seen before. It's the big trip of the year. I do have one more surprise trip coming up though, so stay tuned for that. But subscribe so you don't miss anything. No, the chips. Here's your sandwich.
Thank you.
Probably don't want to sit over there. It's like wet over there. Let me know if you see anything cool. Make Hawken go do the work, if you know what I mean. That's a good sandwich.
Nice one. Happy birding.
Red-breasted merganser.
Oh, nice.
It's on the log too.
See it.
Did pick up some goslings over here to wrap up the day. Incredible day of birding. Let me know in the comments below, what cool birds are you seeing in migration so far this year? Make sure you subscribe because we're heading to Arizona here real soon. And make sure you check out Hawk in the Lens. Link will be in the description. Does some awesome birding content as well. If you'd like to support the channel, links to my merch and my membership program are in the description below. Also, make sure you check out Bright Eyed Birding Learn. I do an educational video every single week on Wednesday or Thursday, usually Thursday. So definitely check that out and subscribe over there as well. As always, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope to see you all next time on Bright Eyed Birding.